You're such an asshole.
You guys, man, you guys are fortunate to be alive. Let me paint an example. Do you know that like 99.9% of the human population that ever existed in the world never saw Die Hard because they died before it came out? You're fortunate to be alive in today's time because you have me as super genius dating coach Cappy. It's so fortunate to have me. I'm going to explain to you how to talk to girls very simply. And I'm, of course, being funny and tongue in cheek about it, but not too much. Okay. It's very simple. And I'm going to explain. I could tell you what to do rules wise. We'll do that. But I'm going to explain to you why it's that simple. And you'll be like, oh, and hopefully this eliminates any concern you have talking about to girls. Okay. Couple step process. All right. Step one, you ask her about herself. Right. One of two things is going to happen. Okay. So step one, you ask her about herself. Step two, if she gives you one word answers, you leave. That's it. Why? Wait, what? You hear me out? But if she does talk about herself, all right, you follow me so far. Step one, ask about herself. And then there's a little decision note tree. If she gives you one word answers, leave. Now the situation is over. It has resolved itself. You don't have to worry about talking to her anymore. But if we go to decision note, step one, ask her about herself. And then she talks about herself. Step two, in that decision note three, or step two, I screwed it up. I should have done it. Step two, then, on the decision note tree, is to continue asking about herself. All right, so there's two paths, right? Both paths start at step one. Ask her about herself. Then women make a decision. They will either answer in one-word answers, consequently you leave, or they give you fuller answers, and then you continue asking her about herself. And that's how you talk to women. That's how you talk to anybody. You know why? Because people want to talk about themselves. And once you learn that about people in general, male or female or not, that is how you talk to girls on a date. And the reason you leave, this is the most important part of this, to assuage any fear, worry, or concern about, oh my God, I'm nervous. How do I talk to a girl? This is a two-person effort. Women bear responsibility. They bear exactly half the responsibility. So like you're in a boat, you got one oar, she's got the other oar, you're the only one doing this. The boat's just going to go around in a circle. Who's at fault? She is. Women have a responsibility while on a date to talk, to answer your questions, to be engaging, to participate in the conversation. And one thing that men get super worried about is like, I ask her a question. What do I talk about? Well, you should talk about her. But if you get these one-word answers where the woman just exists, and this will happen, just so you know, there's nothing wrong with it. This happens. It's not you. You did your part. You rode. You asked her about herself. Hey, very simple question. What are you studying? I'm studying nursing. Oh, that's interesting. And now you just follow up with logical questions. Not like an interrogation, but a fun interrogation. Why'd you choose nursing? And she should be able to talk questions and you should have a natural curiosity. Oh, that's interesting. You chose nursing because of that. Oh, well, what would you hope to then? Are you an anesthesiologist? To get a man? What kind of education you need? Or, was your mom a nurse? It should just, but it's like playing tennis. I got the ball. Ball comes over. I hit the ball to the girl. If the girl doesn't hit it back, you're not playing. And what should you do? Hey, Bobby, you want to play badminton? You want to play ping pong? You want to play tennis? Bobby says, yeah. You hit the ball. He doesn't hit it back. You know what you do? You leave. There's no game. They're not playing. This goes for men too. Men, you also have an obligation to respond and talk. But usually that's not the issue. The person has the problem. There is a segment of women that will just sit there and expect you to entertain them. And they will give you one-word answers. This also applies digitally if you're on the internet. Hey, what's going on? Nothing. Well, what are you doing today? Not much. I mean, you should, okay, fine, go on, bye. Bye. So you should not be worried at all talking to women, because what you talk about is very simple. Them. Every once in a while, if she says something and it's germane to what you have, something, maybe you volunteer that information. Oh, I went to the Bahamas one time. Island culture was very interesting. And you just ask questions about them, follow up. But if they can't answer those questions with more than a one-word answer, she's not interested. That is somebody you don't want to date. It's going to be a miserable existence. You're wasting your time, and you have every right. I don't care if you're at the fanciest dinner and you waited 3 months to get a seat at that dinner place or that restaurant. You get up, you walk out, you pay your tab, you make her pay her half, and you leave. Because that person is not there. They're not there for you. They're not there for I don't know what they're there for. It happened a lot of time. Like, hey, what's going on? Oh, how about this? Huh? And dude, there's been in the comments section. One, if this has happened to you guys, it's almost happened to every guy. You're funny and charming and witty, whatever, at the nightclub or in class, wherever you were. Girl says, yes, let's go out. She shows up, and it's like taking out a tree stump. You shouldn't even make it to the restaurant. Like, you're in the car. This is assuming you have a car. Back in my day, we picked up women at the cars. We set up dates. We figured things out. Like, hey, I'm going to take you here. No, I don't know what you do. You want to binge and watch Netflix? Mm-hmm. Whatever you romantic characters got up your sleeve. Look out. Here comes Dean Martin. But if you're picking her up, like, oh, how's your day going? And they're like, fine. Oh, do anything fun today? Not really. You're not even a block away from the house. Before I get to the first stop sign, I'd be like, this bitch better answer a question with more than a one-word, one-syllable answer. So, is that your house? By that time, not going to talk about your day or what, well, how was school today? It was all right. Stop the car, signal, pull a Yui. Okay, get out. I'll see you later. I won't see you later. Bye. Did I do something wrong? Like, I'll talk to a tree stump before I talk to you. I'm going to go have a nice dinner by myself, because even with you in the car, it'll be by myself. And then you could be snivelly or snidely. What's wrong? Nothing. Really? Yeah. Well, why are you dropping her off? 'Cause reasons. What are those reasons? Several. Like, just refuse to use more than one word. Maybe she'll get the hint. But yeah, guys, no, that's the girl. Well, anyone in a conversation has responsibility to contribute and to answer the questions. And you, being the guy, should ask the questions. Someone's got to ask the questions. Girls, if you really want to be great conversationalists, here's some. Ask the guy a question about himself every once in a while. It's just a crazy idea. Just one more thing. Have you ever thought about asking him a question? But that you got one responsibility, guys. Ask them questions about themselves. They don't give you any kind of feedback or length or say anything. You have date is over. Date is over. Texting is over. It's over. You're forgiven. You didn't do anything wrong. Don't beat yourself up over it. Stop worrying about talking to girls. Even talk to a girl. Hey, what's this? How's it? Oh, yeah. You out here? Oh, yeah. Come to this park much? Cool. Kind of cute. There's a coffee place. You want to go get a coffee? No. Okay, fine. See you. Time's ticking away, guys. You only got 80 odd years if you're lucky. Should not be spent on dates with tree trunks. One syllable tree trunks. All right, we got a super chat here. WisDivision production, $5. Talk to the girls. Boring. Just boink them over the head with a barbarian club and drag them back to my cave. Unga bunga. T-Rash wants snoo. That would be another one where, going back a couple of videos ago, like if you're in the top 5%, I do believe women are compelled then to jibber jabber or say anything. All right. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.